Hey y'all, Sarah Luhu here, and we are back again with Danganronpa. So last time we started up the final class trial, and mainly we've just been kind of clearing up some things for the rest of the guys. For example, we had to clear up the whole photo thing. Like, you remember how Monokuma gave us each a photo? Well, our photo didn't have us in it, and photos that everybody else received didn't have themselves in it. Like, for every photo. Like, Hiro wasn't in his photo, Hina wasn't in hers, Bia wasn't in his, etc, etc. And then Kyoko never even got a photo, so there's that. But, yeah, that was basically the majority of it. And then, we were talking about Mumu's body and proving that it was, in fact, Mumu's body. And we did that. We proved that, without a shadow of doubt, Mumu is the dead body, and that whoever attacked us the night that she died was actually somebody else, because they were missing a rather key tattoo on their hand, and Monokuma was trying to be all like, oh, it could be Kyoko, but Kyoko's like, hey, my hands are burnt to a crisp, and they were extra crispy, so there's that. And finally, everybody else is kind of caught on board with the whole, oh, hey, there are only 9 bodies in the morgue when there should be 10.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
Why?
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her.
There's that, and the fact that, you know, Mumu's body was basically exploded, so,
and yet,
I don't know.
her body was left alone.
Mostly. It was mostly left alone.
Whose body disappered?
That's the question, but nobody else wants to freaking check the lockers.
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
What do you mean?
But if that's true,
Oh, right.
why doesn't the body count match?
Because, you know,
including Monokuma's executions, there have
Monokuma's one of the dead bodies.
Deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
So we can
That's the point
conclude.
I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Because... Wait. What? The reason there are less bodies than murderers... Whoa, wait, what? Whoa. Hold up. There have apparently been 10 deaths, but only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make. Why the number of victims? When did that come in? Is that just something Hina's throwing out there, or is that the reason there are less bodies than murderers? The explanation for more murderers than victims. Wait, so one of the victims is the... Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? The same person was killed twice, only 9 murders took place. As mentioned, only 9 murders took place! There are actually 10 murders, but 9, that's why they're no, that's not what it was.
Shoot!
Yep, shoot, there goes some health. Oh, an entire heart. That's embarrassing. So one of the victims, the same person was killed twice. The mastermind destroyed body, so the same person was killed twice?
I got it!
What?
What about if the same person was killed twice?
Where are you guys going with this? Because I am a bit lost, Makoto.
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far.
Yes?
But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
I don't see what you're saying here, Makoto.
Murdered again?
So,
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
are you saying one of the victims was posing as somebody else?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
So none of the murderers are the ones who faked their deaths, it's one of the victims who did it.
Sounds like you're
Wait,
already
actually, no.
convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
So that, wait, I'm confused. Then that would mean that we haven't met our mastermind yet, if that's what they're saying. Because, bear with me for a minute. Because if you had 10 people dead, but then one of those persons technically died twice, then there's still a 16th student unaccounted for. So, what the hell?
It was Mukuro, of course.
It was Mukuro?
Before she was
Yes.
killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
That would explain the whole mask thing,
That's
but she
why
didn't
the
look
body
familiar
had
at
to
all.
be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No!
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
That's what I would like to know.
All you have to do is look
Was
at
she
those
Hifumi
bodily
all
injuries
along?
of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
What is... make your argument. Yay, bullets! Monokuma file number 5. Where is it going to be another
Is this
rewind?
someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Oh, we actually have to choose
Junko
somebody?
Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada?
Is he just going to go through all of them?
Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia
It has to be one of the girls, right?
Whatever. Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Okay. Mumu died from the wounds she had all over her body. Wasn't there someone else who said... Oh my god!
Who is this?
Oh my
someone
god!
else that
Whoa!
Mukuro was killed
Seriously?
as? Was it Sayaka?
No, it wasn't
Junko
Sayaka.
Enoshima?
It was Junko! No? Wait, who else got stabbed all over the body then? Words can cut as deep as a blade, you know. You interrupted me while I was talking. One point deduction.
Shoot!
Ah, no, my health! No! I'm going to die here.
Who is
Well, who
this
else got
someone
stabbed all over the
else
body?
that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Sayaka got stabbed.
Junko
in the
Enoshima?
Junko was run through a
Leon
bunch.
Kuwata?
He was hit all
Chihiro
over.
Fujisaki?
Beat to death.
Mondo Owada?
Buttered.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru?
Beat to death.
Hifumi Yamada?
Beat to death.
Celestia Lu... whatever?
Trucked
Or maybe... Sakura Ogami?
and poisoned.
No.
Oh, wait,
No
murdered
way
twice?
anyone was murdered twice!
Nope, I just need this. Okay, maybe it's a reversal thing.
Who is this someone
So,
else?
yeah, but Junko's the only one who got...
Enoshima, Leon Kuwata,
Chihiro.
One second, I'll be right back. Alright, here we go again.
Who was it?
Sayaka Junko Enoshima.
No.
Oh my god, it was! It was Junko. So then there was no actual Junko.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
Yeah, she got stabbed all over. Has it only been a couple of days though? Yeah, oof.
Well,
And they had the
remember
same
what
colored
happened to her?
eyes.
She was
Well, I mean,
impaled
a lot of
by
people
a
have the
bunch
same
of
colored eyes, but
spears
still.
all over her body.
And Mukuro died when you compare
Oh,
that
shoot.
to the
Sorry. Skipped it. And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. Yeah. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered. Sorry, I skipped over Bia's dialogue. Sorry to step on you, Bia.
Similarities match?
Yes.
Yep.
And those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That
Correct.
explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight.
So she...
Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
So, holy crap, has it only been a couple of days since all this happened, though? Because it said it was several days old and everything, but I just assumed, you know, that would mean she was in the freezer for several days. I don't know if that would mean that she was put into the morgue after several days. In which case, that's really, really weird, right?
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long, before being dragged out again.
It feels like it's been such, you know, well, it has been a very long game, but it's like, is it really only been a short amount of time that all this has been going on?
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
It
that
all
explains
matches
the
up, right?
nails.
Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
It would appear so.
Wait,
Holy crap.
So then... What does it all mean?
I don't know, Hero. I am kind of
It means
just
that
lost.
there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which
Yes,
also
there've only been
means
9.
that among the people we thought were dead, 1 is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
So,
I
wait.
know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Try to keep up, Toko darling. No, that's not the case.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died.
Except Boo Boo was actually Junko. Does that mean that... One moment.
Oh, Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
No, that's not what it is. Monokuma,
Oh,
anything to
silence.
say?
Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No, you're not, Toko. Moomoo's alive. The one that's still alive is Moomoo, but can we really believe that? No. No, there's no way. There's no way that Moomoo is still alive. And that is because, make your argument. Moomoo's fatal injury, Monokuma number 5, or Moomoo's profile.
The body we found in the garden.
Yes.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Yes, it was.
Then she's still alive?
I just want to let it play
That's
out.
right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
Except she was
So
Junko's body.
The Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you
Incorrect.
say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
The
I
body we
guess it has to
found
be
in
her
the garden.
profile.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Yes, it was. Yes, okay,
that's
good. I'm really hesitant with these bullets now because our health is so damn low.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
Because
The
of
body's
the tattoo
appearance
and all that.
measurements are
And that too.
consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
Yeah, and the 97 pounds is what let her kind of pass off as
Everything in
model
her profile
Junko,
is
right?
consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Well, someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. And technically, we have seen every single person either die or we've seen their dead bodies, and they basically confirmed right at the beginning of this episode that it's not one of the murderers. So none of the murderers actually faked their executions. And the only victim whose death has been proven to be faked is Junko's. So that would, in fact, mean that Junko could be alive. So this is either going to half kill me or I'm going to be completely right. Let's go for it.
Here's my answer.
Yes! Oh my
Junko is
god.
still alive. It's the only possibility.
Yeah,
Are you sure about that?
I'm certain, because we've seen all the other dead bodies of victims. We've got to handle them and everything.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
But
we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
except that was Moomoo. We've discussed
If
this.
Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
And it was. We've already
But
talked
you
this
yourself
through.
confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Bia, you usually keep up with this stuff. Moomoo is Junko. Now that you mention it, I gently place my hand on... What? What? We just confirmed that... Oh my god, these guys are not keeping up with any of this. I touched her wrist to check for her pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. But this isn't Junko, this is Moomoo! We've discussed this! I did check, absolutely, and I can say for
She
sure.
was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
But Junko wasn't Junko!
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
No! What? What the hell just
Then
happened?
you're withdrawing your previous statement?
No, I'm not! I'm correct, you little shit!
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
Okay, what the fuck is going on? We just talked through all of this.
Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
What do you mean it? Okay, Kyoko, please tell me you got some
You
sense
haven't
here,
given
girl.
up already, have you, Makoto?
No, I have not. Well, he has, but I haven't. So fuck Makoto.
Of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
Are you sure? You seemed like you were backing down pretty quick there.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
We already solved it
Junko
via...
absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Mukuro was freaking Junko, though.
Both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
Wait. Actually, wait. No, we confirmed that the dead body was in fact Mukuro. I was like, wait, could it be that she just used Junko's body? And it's like, no, we have confirmation that, yeah, that was in fact Mumu, because of the tattoo and everything. But if the injuries match Junko, then Mumu is Junko. Yeah, so I am right. Screw you guys.
I think
Make me
we
doubt
need to
myself.
look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
By not being Junko? How could Junko have survived? I checked her. She was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? Derp-de-der! Okay, it wasn't Junko, but somebody else entirely? Maybe she used some sort of trick. Yes! Figure it out. Hangman's Gambit. Center yourself. Become one with the Force. Is it replacement? It looks like it could be There we go, there's an A. I need an A. Give me, there she is. And E. And a D. Replace. Yeah, replace.
Now I understand.
Hopefully that'll give us back just a wee bit more health.
That's it.
Except it did not, I don't
What
think.
if she switched places with someone else?
Thank you, Makoto.
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
Yes.
I don't know
This is
anything
exactly
about
what
this
we've been...
switching places thing, but
But...
that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No. Are you not listening?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Maybe it wasn't Junko to begin with. Maybe it was Mumu freaking pretending to be Junko from the start. Stabbity stab stabs.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Yes, the body that got stabbed was actually a log. There was no
point.
dead body. Mumu does
There's
not
just
exist.
no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. They switched after their death, they switched at the moment of death, they switched at the beginning! It was never Junko.
Two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switch,
You know something else I'm
then
just
they
now
wouldn't have had to
noticing?
switch at the moment of death, right?
She also has the boots on that we saw, you know, on Mumu's dead body. And another thing, look at her color scheme of her outfit.
After
It's all the, like,
one we saw at
black,
that
white,
point
and
would have
red of
already been
Monokuma.
Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met
Was actually Mumu.
is actually Mukuro all along?
Yes!
Then we'd already met her?
Yep, and talked with her and all those lovely
I had,
things.
like, a normal conversation with her.
And she never even tried to kill us,
When
so
we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
I've been like demonizing Mumu this entire time, and
So
she really
Mukuro
hasn't done
could have
anything.
simply told us her name was Junko, and
We
we
took it at
never
face
would have
value.
known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait,
Yep.
but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Yes. Has anybody seen any screenshots? Yeah,
Junko
that, okay.
never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Yes, that is a bit of a problem.
She could
Makeup,
have hidden
though?
it with foundation
Yeah.
or something like that.
Although that would be a pain in the ass to do. Like, I don't have any tattoos, but for reasons I know how to cover tattoos, and it's not a easy
If
process.
she did, it likely
takes a lot
melted
of
away
layering
in the
stuff.
explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
And the shoes. Don't forget about those shoes.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Dun dun dun!
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
It would appear
That's
so.
true. It was quite an elaborate plan, to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
Is that just
The
so...
reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty
So
clear, but
Mukuro,
why kill
the
her?
ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Correct?
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think
Afraid
he's
to-
just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Okay, that's kind of terrifying,
Fear
actually.
is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Okay, I'm sorry, that line back there was kind of perfect.
Why haven't you been saying anything?
Yeah,
Because
come on,
it's a
talk
bunch
with
of
us.
Nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
I mean, it's the only person unaccounted for, but we don't really know if, like, Junko even exists at this point, do we?
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Dun dun dun!
I tried to protect her identity.
Yes?
When did I do that?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure Makoto has it, though. So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time during our last investigation. Our latest investigation. Seems related. I don't know. Mumu's profile, the ultimate despair, hidden room prison, photo of Kyoko, headmasters, biolab secret, maybe? Oh, wait. Group photo, because, oh, her face! Oh my god, I thought that was just like a running gag. Her face has been hidden in all the photos. Or is it during the interview DVD? Okay, the first, so that would be the group photo, right? Oh, nope, it's wrong. So it would be the DVD. Yeah, my health! We are really running on empty here. So it would be the DVD?
I got it!
Yes, the DVD. Wonderful,
While I
wonderful
was in the
DVDs.
AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It got cut off. But Kyoko watched all the way through, right? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it broke, out of service. What? It just happened to break just then? Now then, when doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Ah, la
You
la.
made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that
Was to hide
because
her
you
real
didn't want me to see
identity.
the real Junko, did you?
Dun dun dun!
Yeah!
If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That power outage thing was just a fluke.
I doubt that. No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated the power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. I hope it's the picture. The moment of truth. Oh no, not another one of these. I hate this thing.
What? What do you want?
I really hate this thing.
Are you sure about this?
I am not! My health! Okay, okay. Health, lovely health. Come on! And one more. Come on, just one more.
What? What do you want?
Oh, goody. Final strike.
That's
Photo of Kyoko
impossible.
and the headmaster. Group photo! Group photo!
This should prove it.
Oh, thank God. Oh, yes, because her face was covered up the entire time with the group
The
photos.
video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I
spaghetti,
noticed it just a
Makoto.
little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
And that is the fact that you covered up Junko's
What's so
face each
unusual
and
about
every
them?
time. The unusual circumstances common to all these pictures was Junko's covered up face in every single photo. Not always covered up, just facing away sometimes. Dun dun dun. I thought it was just like a running gag, but apparently it is not.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
So they really did give us some hints as to who it could be. Pretty early on, too. I mean, we wouldn't have seen the rest of them for the rest of the, you know, until the trial began, but from
It's
that
hard to
moment on, we
believe
could have
her
probably
face would
guessed.
just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko.
I
Which
would
is
like
why
to
you
see the
had
real
to have
Junko.
pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Something that strikes me as a bit odd is all like, they're like, yeah, we would instantly know that Junko isn't that Junko, yet they don't recognize Mumu in the slightest when they first see her. It's all like, hey, that chick with the dark hair kind of looks familiar, doesn't she? It's like, nope. They just like, that's her face. Guess that's Mumu.
Xanadu!
Xanadu? What do you mean,
I believe
Xanadu?
everything Makoto said is true.
Okay.
Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yep. And
she's
she
the
is
one behind
Monokuma.
this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Correct?
Times two!
I really don't know what Xanadu means. I know it was like a musical, but I don't know what it is.
This, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
No. You said you would hold to your
Don't
word.
bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove
we vote?
everything right now.
I can? Closing climax, okay. Oh, yay, our lovely comic book timings. Okay, wow. So, all of us arriving. Look at us all, we're all amazing. Whoa. Okay, Junko's all like, hey, sup? And, but Mumu is actually Junko. And then she got stabbed to death. It was actually Moo Moo getting stabbed to death. And then it's all like, oh well, I'm skipping over things. Okay, Act 3. Oh, this is them sneaking off with the dead body? Okay, I do not recall any of this. Okay, maybe this one? Taking the body out of the morgue? Okay, gotta keep going. Then they put on the mask and went on over to attack. What is this? That's like an incinerator. They went on over to Makoto's room and it was all like, hey, what's up, Makoto? And it's like, stab! Except Kyoko burst in on it, right? And it's all like, no. Okay, this is like... Yes? And then... This was there. Golly, I hope this is going alright. Explosions! Let's try that!
You!
Let's see if that works out. Ba-bum,
We met
ba-bum.
the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
It was a lie! It was actually
The girl
Moo Moo.
we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa.
She gets stabbed to death right off
But
the
it
bat.
wasn't long
Instant
before
betrayal.
she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
So did Junko just like hire her? What made her think that this would end well for her?
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Dun dun dun!
Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko.
So really, this was all at Act 3?
Meanwhile,
I guess
she
so.
wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive. And
Oh, and in the school. Sorry, I was just clicking. No, I didn't think. Ah, no! Oh, I have so low health left. I only got one chance to get this right. Oh, okay. Okay, that is incorrect. They put on the mask. Okay, maybe I got something wrong here. And they took up the knife, right, because they got the knife. And then Kyoko burst in on them, potentially. Oh, I am going to save just to be safe here real quick. I cannot save! Oh, this is going to be regrettable. Oh well, reenact,
exactly
let's
what
go
happened.
for it.
meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive.
And hiding somewhere in the school, right? Good, the knife was correct. Oh good, okay, yes,
She
it's
put
all
on a
good so
mask
far.
And then attacked me.
But Kyoko burst in and was all like, stop that shit.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
And hopefully this one's right. Yes! Okay, good.
Then
And
she
then she
put
put the
the
mask
same
on it.
mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She
Yes.
wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Okay, I think we're all good. And explosions, crispy bodies, and done.
Finally,
Thank
by
God.
strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity.
And she succeeded for a
She
while.
had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder.
Complicated as
And
hell.
the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Junko! Or, you know, Mankamade. Oh,
The
look!
real Junko Enoshima.
What an expression. Complete!
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
You ready to own up? Come on.
Are you broken again?
You
Are
can't
you?
get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
Yeah, show us your true face.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Come on.
Junko, the game's over.
Let's see it.
Over?
Ah.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
Well, I mean, we still have your execution to go through with, so...
Wrong. There's still plenty more to go!
Oh god. What? What else is there? We just have to watch you die. Oh, she is a ninja. Junko Enoshima. Whatever. Oh, look at her. Look at her headbands. So this is the real one.
Waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh, that's your voice, huh?
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Are you being serious right now?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
I think she
Have
might
you
be
made your
bullshitting
choice?
us.
Will you serve under us?
Nope. We're cool.
Did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's why I said no
It's been
thanks.
so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Wow, you sound like totally bored. This is the mastermind. She's the real Junko,
Anyway.
huh?
Looks like I've finally been set free.
Yay!
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Okay, Daria, can we just get on with whatever you're going to be doing?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face?
Yeah, why are you covering
What's wrong
it?
with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Are you recognizing from memories? No, I do remember seeing it. Oh, come on, no more health stuff. Please, look, I have just that one little heart left. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere too. In the headmaster's room, the first day in the main hall before arriving at school? Before arriving at school? Oh my god, I'm going to die here.
I got it!
Oh, thank god.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
There's also one in the washroom.
And you were on it.
Yeah, we've kind of been over this.
Wow,
She was kind of a model.
you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are all totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Except they weren't photoshopped, they were actually the real Junko. Who I guess is supposed to be prettier than Mumu, but Mumu looks fine to me. Yeah, you know, Ed to hell and back with like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real. That's not the real Mumu. Except
Sometimes
this is the real
a little
Mumu.
lie
I mean,
is
Junko.
necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
Yeah, we've cleared that up. Thank you for
She tried her
confirming.
best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Except she kind of did. Is that why you killed
Two
her?
people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Oh wait, are you
I know,
Oh,
it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
So wait, you're twins? Oh, I guess that would explain
So
the face then.
Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro.
You
The
killed
younger
your
sister,
own twin.
Smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Okay.
Together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Uh-huh. Okay, so I was kind of right to an extent with the whole teddy bear thing being half and half. They were two halves of the same whole, so they both were kind of the, you know, Monokuma, except only she was really Monokuma for, like, basically everything.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
Oh, so is she, like, jumping around with personalities? Because she was talking about how she's always playing somebody else.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
I am guessing special celebrity name for
that
Junko.
again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Well, how about you just tell us?
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Well, I want the truth.
If she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
What?
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What the fuck is going on?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties.
Why?
Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
She seemed to be doing completely fine.
Leaving
just
me
saying.
behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
That would have probably been super helpful for you, though.
So, I
to have
decided
those
to play the
skills.
role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Why?
She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Are you just saying your sister was ugly? Because what the hell,
It was
Junko?
atrociously
Nobody
clear
noticed
just
that.
how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
Except it kind of did, because nobody got to use it.
That's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
It was fine. Nobody even
She
noticed.
was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
You are
Being
truly
the utter
awful.
disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
Okay.
Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
I wasn't expecting her to die right away, but it's whatever.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
God help us if you get
I've
bored.
never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Oh.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
Can we get a blowtorch in here? I am not enjoying this one.
I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to. Yep, she was indeed very shocked by it. Why me? Your own
you
sister,
figured it
you
out?
crazy.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Talk like that.
Like an infant!
You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
Well, clearly she's batshit insane,
I
Makoto.
sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
It's much more disturbing to see it in, like, an actual person. I mean, with Monokuma, we got kind of the same thing, but he's just a little teddy bear. He's not changing his expression like this. So it's kind of weird, right? It's much weirder to see it in person.
Misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations.
Okay, were you raised like this, or?
I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
That would have probably been a good thing for many people.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
I think everybody cries when they're born, Crazy.
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
Uh-huh.
You just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all.
What?
We're twins. How could I not be sad?
Are those mushrooms? What the hell?
That's why it gets me so excited.
Oh god, she's turned into Toko.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
Did anybody think this was the way this game was going to end?
Super, 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 super despair.
Because I did not see it going this direction.
Feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know, Hero. This is not how I expected our confrontation with the masterminds to
And
go.
my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
Okay.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own
That's an
despair
understatement.
into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
I think this goes a little bit beyond fetish.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Yeah.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
Well, frankly, Jill is a lot more interesting than whatever you're doing right now. I hate to say it, Junko,
I'm
but
hopelessly attractive,
I'm a little
hopelessly
disappointed.
brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
I don't think
No.
so.
I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah.
Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Whatever, Toko. Yep, he's perfect. He even said he was perfect himself earlier. B is the perfect one, Junko's not perfect one. End of story. Let's wrap it up, people.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Had?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Okay, this is kind of a bit better. I am enjoying the bear more.
You haven't solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one?
The next
Maybe
one
you
being...
should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
But
Damn straight!
you
That's
wiped them.
exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries.
Makoto, cursing does not suit you, baby boy.
And we'll have our victory!
You sound a little ridiculous here.
I can't wait.
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
It would appear to be the last year of your life.
When the group pictures were taken? And those interviews? It must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No.
No fair! sure! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before.
Yeah, we've actually
All
got a
the
bunch of
memories
hints
you
about
lost
this.
Share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
The tragedy? Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to, the founding Pope's Peak, the motives that Monokuma came up with, maybe? I guess the motives? Yeah, because he mentioned that earlier, I
about
remember.
the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other. Right.
So you do remember
Yeah.
after all. Well,
Oh yay,
I would
Daria's
hope
back.
you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
I am not buying that in the
So then,
slightest.
let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Family, money, I don't really remember the other ones. Secrets? Personal secrets?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
It was family, right? The theme for the motive of, Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's were her and her friends. They had a dream that they all shared. So for the first time, the motives that we're getting were love triangles, of course! Human connections, international, it was human connection.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
And then they said human connections by murdering for him.
Dang. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each
Yes.
video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It
Yeah.
was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
And you did
But
do that.
still, what a cruel thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think you're above
You're the
that.
one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay.
Oh, this one again.
Next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
The second murder, the motives theme was... That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned that I used to wet the bed, it was secret. So the theme was... the meaning of life, strong heart, the past.
I got it! It
This
was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time the theme was...
Yeah, all this stuff from our...
Memories and secrets! Yeah! The whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
Even though it didn't really matter anymore.
How long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Money, right? The theme for the third murder, the reason Celeste turned to murder was she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. Props to Celeste. So that time the murder was greed.
I got it!
Her own personal
It
gain.
was
Yay,
money,
we're getting a
wasn't
little bit
it?
of health back. I
Greed.
don't have to worry so much.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Uh-huh. Rock and roll, bitch. All that
Goddamn
moolah.
straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
So we see from her point of view, maybe?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Honor? The motive in case of Sakura's death was... What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secrets. The theme of that motive in the fourth case was... Blackmail, secrets, betrayal, maybe? Yeah? Okay, yeah,
In
betrayal.
her case, it was betrayal.
Because it wouldn't be anything as simple as, like, blackmail, all that. It has to have, like, deep meanings.
Precisely.
So betrayal.
You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, It looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
Yeah, we kind of want to point to this.
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only
Oh, yay,
motives that
Queenie's
exist
back.
in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
Okay,
They
but...
compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of
Well,
despair?
you planted it, but I mean, we're still standing, so...
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
Well, we
Two
still kind
sides
of
of
got
the
hope.
same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
Is that the meaning between the all-white teddy bear and the black
How
teddy
much
bear?
longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Are we?
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
Okay, can you be a little more clear about this?
so?
Probably not, but
You
still.
see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
So we were already in despair when you took
Of
that.
course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
So you wanted just to see us get all despaired all over again? Is that what it
How
is?
would taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Well, if they're in complete misery before their memories are taken away,
And
then...
plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
That's
The
a hope.
mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That
Yep.
is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
That's kind of terribly dark when you think about it. She just twisted hope into something dark. Because the hope to get outside is what ended up killing a bunch of people rather than the despair of not being able to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Sounds... yep.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
Yep, that's kind of what the DVD was pointing out before.
Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Because they would give us some information that we're probably currently lacking.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
And the hint is...
Really?
Yeah, I want the
Hurry
hint.
up and tell us.
Thank you,
Okie
Toko.
dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing.
So?
I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The outside
You
world?
mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
A certain tragedy,
Now, are
you might say.
interested in what I have to say? You want to see what's out there?
Yes, 100%.
I want to see too.
Well, show us
See
already.
Your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame!
What could it
Behold,
be?
The world beyond the school walls! This
Okay.
is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
It's going to be, like, awful, isn't it? Well? Oh, these are what the TV monitors. No! Oh, God. Wait, was that a mecha? Oh, my God. Ah, not mecha, but a mech. You know what I mean. What the hell happened? Look at his face. Okay, Junko, I can see the appeal of this.
What the?
It looks kind of insane out there, huh?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
I agree. This is kind of batshit insane.
What am I
Much
looking
like her.
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you
No.
just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Is this the tragedy? We should recognize it. What about it should we recognize? The whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
The ultimate tragedy.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial.
What? What? Make your argument, son of a bitch. Grupo, Kyoko, Predator Kyoko, and Headmaster Genocide Jack's memory.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
Hey, our agreement
Want us to
was
remember or
that
whatever,
we
but
reveal you.
When it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one
ultimate
of your
tragedy.
practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we
Oh,
have?
Jack! Oh my god, Jack! If I can't remember, it's all over. Oh my god. No, it's Jack. Every single one of us has lost our memory. But no, Jack hasn't lost hers. No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten. Oh my god.
What the fuck happened?
Honestly,
I don't
when it
give a
comes to that
damn.
craze, I don't
Go
understand
on to
what's the
Toko.
meaning. Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to be remembering?
Jack remembers. Oh, this is going to be nuts. But then how could they take Toko's memories
Actually,
without messing with Jack's?
She might remember.
Who might remember?
I think you know who.
The other Toko. Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Come on.
You telling me to swap places with her?
Yes, that is exactly what we need you to do, but unfortunately, we're going to have to wait until the next episode to do that. I thought that maybe, the thing was going to be coming and, wrapping up pretty soon when like, Junko first showed up, but apparently that's not where it was going, and we have a lot more to get through, so we're just going to have to make this into another episode, because I am basically out of time for this. Holy crap, damn, that was so much stuff being covered in this episode. Honestly, I wasn't originally digging Junko's reveal too much. Like, when we finally got past the Mumu stuff and into the tragedy talk and all that stuff and the memories, like, that kind of elevated it a bit for me, but, like, her initial reveal was kind of lackluster, in my opinion. I don't know if that's just because she came out sounding bored as hell, and they kind of killed the mood a little or something, but I was not too impressed by her reveal. Like, them all the clues and stuff and us figuring out that it was her, that was cool, but then when she actually showed up, like, I wasn't feeling it initially. But now I'm kind of on board with it. It took a bit. It took a bit to adjust to her and her presence. Okay, so now we're finally going to be clearing up some other stuff that we, already kind of knew. We already know that their memories were taken for probably about a year since the tragedy happened. I think that's what we can guess at. But it looks like Jack's going to actually be able to tell us what the tragedy is. Although I think we have some hints there from, the TV monitors, because, they were talking about how the ultimate despair is not just, one person, but actually a group. And although, Junko is identifying it as her and Mumu were the Despair Sisters, maybe they're still actually part of, like, a larger group or something, and that's what caused havoc all throughout the world, because you had all those monuments and all those people wearing the Monokuma masks and everything, so I'm pretty sure there's some kind of larger organization going on there and everything with that. But it looks like Jack will be able to tell us when she gets out here. Other than that, yeah, I thought the reveal was, you know, I didn't care too much for when Junko showed up, but everything leading up to that I thought was pretty epic, so that was all pretty awesome and good. Alright, well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Yeah, like I said earlier, but yeah, until next time when we finally see Jack and hear her side of the story, like and subscribe if you guys want to, and thank you for watching.